Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Anna Morphides with Many Hearts Counseling. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to get through the challenging days when your wounds are super present, when your discomfort in your body is super alive, when it feels like your thoughts are on the negative spectrum, resembling past patterns and or behaviors that you have been working so hard to not have them replay in your mind or even just be part of your being in the first place. That's what we're going to talk about today. So because everything is energy, everything is always going to be in oscillation. It's impossible for things just to be linear. Everything will just always oscillate up, down, up, down, up, down. And because our thoughts too emit emotion, which is energy in motion, it just also makes sense that our emotional body is always going to be oscillating too, depending on the situations around it and what kind of thoughts it prompts from within us to have in the first place. But the superpower is that we can choose what thoughts we hold on to and what thoughts to not hold on to. We don't have to be our thoughts, and we also are not our emotions. Yes, we feel them, but we're not that. I remember reading the book by Brian Weiss, Miracles Happen, and he explains who we really truly are in the most beautiful way possible. We are that. He describes our soul as kind of being like this mountain. It's a stillness inside of us. If you just close your eyes and you feel, it's that goodness from inside that feels the feelings, listens to the thoughts that we have, is that peaceful silence that exists, that witnesses everything that's going on around us. So Dr. Brian Weiss in his book said, if you can manage to be the stillness within the mountain, no matter the hail around it, the storm around it, the rain around it, the snow around it, the beaming sun around it, no matter the weather of what is going on outside the mountain, meaning in our 3D life, no matter the noise outside of our being, our situations that are bringing up old wounds, people that are triggering things out of you. Nothing is done out of malice. Actually, everything's done as a gift to us, really, to see what is going on from within us still. Because if our thoughts truly reflect the way that people interact with us and situations affect us, then all they are is just a compass to what we need to just pay attention to. So going back to how to deal with the negative thoughts, the thoughts that produce feelings that are produced from emotions of sadness, fear, anger, or disgust. Because out of the 5 predominant emotions, joy is the one that produces good feelings. The rest of them are a little bit more on that challenging scale. So what I find works for me, first of all, I cleared my schedule completely for today. Usually I have so many things on my plate, but today I took it as a self-care day. And I woke up in the morning, and after I sent my kids off to school, I did everything for me, self-care for me. I sat on my patio for forever in the sun in the morning, had my favorite beverage, and just enjoyed myself. But before that, before I actually woke up and started my day, I did ground myself with meditation. I did 2 meditations today, and I always look to see what it is that I need to feel. Do I need to feel more love for myself? Do I need to feel more worthy? What is my sadness or my trigger telling me that I'm lacking from inside? What's my thoughts? Are my thoughts still, why doesn't anyone love me? Or why is this happening for me? Pay attention to your thoughts and then see what your thoughts are trying to tell you, and then see if you can meditate or affirm the complete opposite. So say that I my thoughts resemble that of, yeah, why doesn't anyone love me? So what I would do as a meditation then in the morning would be how to love myself more, or uh, give yourself more love meditation, or self-love meditation, self-gratitude meditation, something to produce that love for you. Because obviously if you're asking that question, why doesn't anyone love me, it's obvious that there's lack of love from within yourself for yourself. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is, because we're all connected and people are just showing us just little bits and pieces, puzzles that are not in alignment in that moment. So we can tweak that. And then I went outside for a walk slash jog with my doggy. So exercise always works really well because it moves the emotions that are and the feelings that are accumulating from my unhelpful thoughts that I have. So movement is really important. I really like writing things out. So I did that too. And then I spend a lot of time washing my hair. I don't know. It just makes me feel good. And then I sang my heart out. I feel like I played every single song that needed to speak to my heart. I did it. That also really helps. Movement, dancing. And the biggest thing that I'm really proud of myself is I didn't try to use any other vices, because my uncomfortable feelings started to pop up last night. And then I decided to put myself to bed early so I can get a good night's sleep, so I can give myself a good head start the next day. Because if I chose my old habit of perhaps maybe going in my patio and having 50 drinks and 50 cigarettes, that never helps me the next day. It actually just will make the day harder for me. So when I try to make my night easier because of my uncomfortable feelings and my challenging thoughts, I end up just making my day more challenging the next day. But then say that if you do that, don't judge yourself or don't beat yourself up about it. Just also have the knowing that you're going to be okay getting through it. So say that I did have 50 cigarettes, 50 drinks the night before. I will wake up in the morning and I will give my body gratitude for being able to hold me in that experience of what I was giving it, and have the knowing that it's going to be able to flush through it and I'm going to be okay. And perhaps maybe one of my meditations would be how to refuel my system, or how to give love to my internal organs, something to offset like the experience of giving it all this alcohol and cigarettes to what do you call it, to what's the words, like to digest or to transform, or you guys know what I'm talking about. Yes, so don't judge yourself either, because if you guilt and shame yourself, then you're gonna have more negative feelings, and then it's just gonna be a continuous pattern of unhelpful feelings and thoughts. So that doesn't work either. And as my friend Daniel says, it's never about the pizza that you eat. It's about how you feel after the pizza. So if you want to have the pizza, have the damn pizza, and then just thank it and know that your body is going to be okay processing that. Oh yeah, that's the word I was looking for, processing. If we believe that our body is going to be able to process the thing that we needed, even if it seemed to be like a vice or something that is not so helpful, our body will be able to process it. Don't judge it. Don't guilt it. So yes, always do choose to have the thought and the feeling that's going to make you feel good. And then of course, reach out to people. And if you have a relationship with the person that perhaps is, bringing the challenge to you in the first place, or the trigger or the situation, and if you have the ability to speak to them about it, speak to them about it. Expressing the self, for me at least, always feels really cathartic and really aligns with logotherapy, which is therapy of speaking. Logos in Greek means speech, and therapy is therapy. So word speaking therapy for me really works. And then, friends that you have, if there's a favorite counselor that you may have, like anyone for you to speak to so that can help you transmute. Because remember, everything is transmutable. Every single piece of like information that we have that forms in our, any single piece of information that we get from our thoughts, and it transmutes itself into a feeling and an emotion, then we can easily change that into something that is more helpful. So do the things that will get you out of it. And I feel a million better today than I did this morning and or last night, simply because I allowed myself the time to just be with myself. I actually really love being with myself. I'd rather actually be with myself way more than I wouldn't these days, especially if I'm feeling like this. I am the only one that can get me out of it and make me feel better. And my favorite mantra to also say when I'm feeling this way is only good is going to come out of the situation. I am always protected and I am always safe. Only good is going to come out of the situation. There are only solutions, never any problems. Only solutions, never problems. And thank you to Louise Hay for bringing these two affirmations into my life that I use so often. And of course, thanks to all the people too and situations that continue to challenge me and trigger me and just gently show me, okay, gently might not be the right word, but get to show me just what I would be more beneficial for me to still work on within myself, which in this moment, I truly feel that I do need to, but we don't ever need to do anything. It would be to my highest good or for my greatest benefits to continue to work on my self-love and the way that I think and feel about myself. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching my video. If you liked anything about it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you have any topics that you'd like for me to speak on, please, I would love to hear. I love to hear from you. And I will see you next time.